सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. Page 284, verse 122. कथनादौ न निर्बन्धः शृङ्खलाबद्धदेहवत् किं त्वनं तेतिहासाद्यैः विनोदो नाट्यवद्धियः. Vidyaranya comparing Nididhyasanam and Saguna Ishvara Upasana. In Saguna Ishvara Upasana, there is a type of ayasa, a difficulty. Lot of effort is required, whereas in Nididhyasanam, there is no such difficulty. It is just like a dance drama. It is like watching a dance. Vinodaha iti. The first line he said, Kathanadau na nirbandhaha. Tatchintanam tatkathanam we saw in previous verse 106 we saw that Tatchintanam tatkathanam. This katha you can take two ways. Those Upanishadic stories like Nachiketa stories, Jabala story and Shvetaketu Uddalaka story. How many stories? So many are there in Upanishads also. All those stories, they will not deviate you from Atma. Here Kathanadhau means we can take that Kathanam. The story that which we hear from the Upanishad. Keno Upanishad also. There is a story. In Chandogya Upanishad, last 3 adhyayas story. Indra, Prajapati, Narada, Sanat Kumara, all these stories, they never take you away from Atma. Therefore, they are all keeping you in Atma Dhyanam only. Atma Chintana only. Kathanadau. Katha, etc. Etc. means Adipadat, analogy. Certain examples like Dva Suparna Sayoja Sakhayo, 2 birds, Mundakopanishad example. Ratha example in Kathopanishad, Ratha Kalpana, Dhanur Kalpana, Dhanur Gruhitva Upanishadam Mahantram. So, like these analogies are also very interesting, like stories, as well as they are teaching the Brahma Vidya. So, Adipadat, analogy you can take. Katha means Upanishadic stories. There is a book called Upanishadic Stories and a book irukkum. It is available. Go and inquire, you get it. Very interesting. If you read those books, you are as good as studying Upanishad only, you feel. It is very much required for beginners, Vedantic students. Those stories and analogies are very much required. Because we have come from story mind, means Puranas, Itihasa, Ramayana, Bharata, Bhagavata. That story mind, suddenly it cannot come to an abstract subject. Upanishad knows that. So on the story of mind itself, slowly it brings with story. Katha, Yamadharma Raja, Katha, so many Aruni, Upamanyu, other stories, all of them, they are all meant for Upanishadic teaching only. Kathanadau. Na nirbandha asti. There is no nirbandha. It is not binding you. On the other hand, it liberates you. Na nirbandha asti. Nirbandha, how such a nirbandha? It is like this. Shrinkala baddha dehavat. Just as the body is bound by a shrinkala, a chain. Baddha deha means bound. Deha means body. A body which is tied to a chain, deha baddhavat. Shrinkala deha baddha. That's with the shrinkala chain, a body is tied. There is no freedom. It is called nirbandha. Just like that, there is no nirbandha in these kathana, stories and all when you listen. There is no nirbandha. There is no any, what you can call, losing freedom is not there. You are so free. Kintu ananta itihasadhyaihi vinodaha natyavadhyaha. It is like ananta itihasadhyaihi. Itihasa means all these Ramayana, Bharata stories, itihasas. In every drama, natyam, natasya karma natyam. How natyam has come? Natasya karma. The activity of a dancer is called natyam. Ragnehe karma rajyam. Vanijaha karma vanijyam. Similarly, natasya karma natyam. The activity, the movements of a dancer, natyavatu, it is like a natyam, it gives vinoda. Whenever you are watching a dance, how much joy you enjoy. You forget everything, including your knee pain, including your back pain. We forget everything. That's why we love to see dance. Some people love to hear music and they forget the entire world. Some people love to see Andal Alahu. ஒரு சீரியல் வருது இல்லையா? உங்களுக்கு நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியாது. யூ ஆர் ஆல் சீனியர் அட்வான்ஸ்டு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். நான் அப்பப்போ தெரிஞ்சு வச்சுக்கிறேன் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம். ஆண்டாள் அழகு என்ன சீரியல் அது? ஒரு சீரியலா? அந்த மாதிரி கதையெல்லாம் போட்டு ஏற்கனவே குழப்பம். பீப்புள் ஆர் ஹேவிங் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ். Why to show that story? Don't ask me, Swamini, you have seen. When I was passing my way, just I saw that picture. 1-2 minutes fighting, quarreling. Some people love that. Why I am introducing that story? Some people love that. They forget everything. Even who are all moving nearby, surrounding me, they don't know. That Marakatham is not over still. I hope it is continuing. Non-ending episodes. Nobody is bored of seeing serials. Morning to till night they are showing. Vinodaha tadvat itihasadhyaihi vinodaha natyavat dhiyaha. That intellect, buddhi or antahkaranam enjoys. Like that our these analogies and Upanishadic stories, once you dwell upon the teaching of that Upanishad when you do Nididhyasanam, is there any strain? No strain. Therefore, Upasana is like a rope walking. I told you, a rope walking. Normal itself we cannot walk. Where is the question of rope walking? Have you seen in the circus? Walking on the rope, catching that 2 toes and second toe. With that she walks. How she walks? Amazing. That is Broadway road walking is nice. Nididhyasanam is like that. Upasana is like a rope walking. Because when I am doing upasana, meditating upon my Mishta Devata, another Devata comes in my mind. Problem. Therefore, I am not able to do upasana. One lady, she says, Sri Vidya Upasaka, she does. She always comes and says, she studies Shastram also, she is doing Sri Vidya Upasana. She comes and complains, Swamini, I am not able to focus my mind. Mind nikave maatingiradhu. எத்தனை வருஷமா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க உபாசனம் தெரியுமா? And she is so restless. So restless. I am not able to focus my mind. So what? Then I thought she read one book. Ramana Maharshi told, it seems, how to control your breath, how to control your breathing, control your mind. He said, it seems, Ramana Maharshi said, it seems, மேல் அனுப்புன்னு சொன்னாரா? என்ன மேல் அனுப்புறது? மேல் அனுப்பு என்ன? பிரம்மரந்திரான். You have to send to Brahmarandra. So how to send to Brahmarandra? Then I asked, what to send? What do you want to send to Brahmarandra? Ramana Maharshi says to send to Brahmarandra, மேல அனுப்புன்னா மேலன்னா உடனே Brahmarandra comes. I want to send to Brahmarandra, then I can concentrate how to send to Brahmarandra. I said, go and ask Ramana Maharshi. See, it is type of nirbandha. Therefore, in upasana, there is a lot of struggle, lot of pain. In spite of that japa, puja, everything, dhyanam, they are not able to. I have seen many Sri Vidya upasakas, so restless they are, so hyperactive. So, upasana also you must do with a proper guidance. If you don't do with proper guidance, you get unnecessary unrest in the mind because of upasana. Instead of giving calmness in your mind, it is giving restlessness in your mind. More restlessness. I have seen many people like that. That's why I am telling we have to be guided by the teacher properly. Any sadhana, we should not take it as granted. This problem is what people, after taking some sadhana, doing for some time, they think they are masters in that sadhana. அது பெருமையா எல்லாருக்கும் சொல்லிட்டு, and they think they are master of that and sadhana, and they think there is nothing to further to learn anything, and after that some practice they never try to correct themselves and they go in their own groove and they get obstruction there and they are not able to, that teacher is not available out, the teacher who gave that upasana somehow they passed away. They are not, while they are living also, they don't take guidance. After passing, where from they will take? They cannot take. Then they face a lot of difficulties. They are not able to leave the upasana. They are not able to get the phalam of upasana. Any sadhana in upasana or spiritual sadhana, we need a guidance. How long? Don't ask. Lifelong process this is. We should not take it as granted anything. There is a room to grow, there is a need to correction, there is a need to check our process. That is very important. 99% of people ignore that corrections, checking, again taking feedback from the guru, help, naturally. ஏன்னா ஒரு சாதனை பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் எல்லாமே வந்தாச்சு நினைக்கிறோம், ஒண்ணுமே வரல. என்ன வரும்? வரத்துக்கு மனசு நிம்மதி வந்தாது, அதில் வரணும். மனசு நிம்மதியே வரலையே. On the other hand, it gives some more ego, ahankara. I am a great upasaka. I am a great Vedantic student. I am going to so-and-so Swamiji, so-and-so Swamini from so many years. That too, I am an advanced student. Who said? Swamini only said. Because publicly I am telling, you are all advanced students, you are all senior students many times. And the student take, I am a senior student, advanced student. So what? Therefore, I feel bad to ask questions from my Guru also. Then Swamiji said, or Swamini said, advanced student, senior student, unnaka, inda madri question, varlama, and keparo, and bayam. Don't take it real. Advanced senior student, don't take it as real. Some real in the sense, you have to become advanced student and eduthukanum. Even the Guru says, even though there is some reality, still I have to say to myself, I am not senior student. Guru may say advanced student. No, I am not advanced student. I am not a senior student. I know where I am. My Guru is encouraging me. My Guru is praising me because of his compassion, her love, affection. Appadi eduthukanume thavara, how can I ask questions when I am an advanced student? Ippudu eduthukalama. This is wrong thinking. Or how I have to take? Even though my Guru says advanced student, I am very happy for that praise, but I know that I am not advanced student. Appadi sonnano. Samatta. Then only our mind is ready to ask some questions, doubts. Many students feel like that. How can I ask questions? Don't feel. The more you study, the more questions will come. The more you study, the more doubts, more questions come in your mind. Therefore, be always like a student. Be always like a student only. Kintu ananta itihasadhyaihi vinodaha natyavat dhiyaha. That's why natyavat, I revel in listening itself is a type of nididhyasanam. Second time listening, third time listening, fourth time listening. What to do? Listen. It is also a type of nididhyasanam. It serves like a contemplation. Up to here we saw in the last class. Next shloka 123. Chidevatma jagan mithya ityatra paryavasanatah nididhyasana vikshepah नेतिहासादिभिर्भवेत्. I said all dance dramas, all taken from our own Bhagavata, Puranas, Bharata, Ramayana only. When they are shown as a dance program, it is nice entertainment. But when you do it as an upasana, the same Rama upasana, Krishna upasana, when it comes, you have to focus your mind. You have to focus your mind because there is no other sense organs activity. It is more focusing dharana pradhanam, upasana. Now he says in this sloka, Nididhyasanam and Upasana, the difference, he says, look into the first line, Chideva Atma Jagan Mithya iti atra paryavasanataha. Nididhyasanam. First line is talking about Nididhyasanam. Chideva Atma. This student, Vedantic student, is doing Nididhyasanam. I am the Pratyagatma, the inner self, none other than Atma, Chit only. Chideva Atma, Chidatma. And Jagan Mithya, Jagat Mithya. The world is unreal. This is the contemplation. I am Satyam, world is Mithya, unreal. You have to do meditation in this way. What is that meditation? If you see the world, while seeing the world, you have to meditate upon the mithyatvam of the world. When you see then Sat behind Brahman and Sat and Chit, Satyam iti bhavana. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. Either you have to do Satya Dhyanam, when you see Nama Rupa, Mithya iti Dhyanam. Behind Nama Rupa, what is there? Sat, Chit. When I see this clip, when I see this flower, what Dhyanam? I am seeing Mithya Nama Rupa. I should not carry away by the color. I should not carry away by the smell. If I am a upasaka, what upasaka? Nididhyasana Rupa upasaka. I am a meditator, I am a contemplator. Whenever I see, yes, I enjoy the color, I enjoy the smell. But my chintana, my thought pattern should be what? I want to get this plant and I want to put in my house, then flowers will come, then I will go on and on thinking anatma. I should not go like that. Along with that, if you can see, there is no flower at all. It is mithya. There are only petals. There is only stem. This is only nama rupa. Mithyatva dhyanam. When I see nama rupa. When you see putri, putra, don't develop abhimana. Mithyatva. Because putri, putra also comes within world or not. Jagat. So Jagat mithya. So putra, putri, nama rupa mithya. Nama rupa mithya. What is satyam behind putra and putri? Sat. Satyava chit. Consciousness, existence. That alone is satyam. Immediately I have to catch those 2 points. Whenever I see any object, this is called contemplation. I should not lose track. I should not miss this. Whenever anything is coming and disturbing me, that nama rupa, analyze it. Mamiyar. Nama rupa. Mithya. Behind mamiyar, what is satyam? Sat and Chit. Chideva Atma. Aham Atma, that is also Atma. One and the same. Nama Rupa Mithya. So why I have to take those words seriously? Why I have to feel guilt and hurt? Not only Mamiyar, even mother, daughter also fight. Mother, son also will fight. Only not particularly Mamiyar. Pama, enna pannitar Mamiyar. Sometimes mother also fight. Any disturbance, any relation comes, immediately why my mind is getting disturbance? This disturbance is because I am giving reality to that nama rupa. Let me not give reality. Because it is not real, it is unreal, anatma, mithya. It is resting upon the substratum, sat and chit. That is satyam. So, Chideva Atma Jagan Mithya iti atra paryavasanataha. This is the culmination. Pari plus ava plus so dhatu 4p. To determine, to decide, to accomplish, to converge. Jagat Mithya aham chit satyam. This is the convergence. This is the culmination. This is bottom line. Nididhyasana vikshepaha na. You have to say the second line. Itihasadibihi nididhyasana vikshepaha na bhavet. Upanishadic stories. Itihasa means here Upanishadic stories. You have to take. Upanishadic stories. Including even Ramayana, Uttara Ramayanam, there is Rama Gita. There is a story. Parvati Shiva Samvadam, Shiva Parvatula Samvadam, Rama Katha, Sri Rama Gita. The whole thing is one itihasa. What Rama was teaching there, Atma Vidya. So, itihasadhibihi, because of Vedantic stories. Here itihasa means don't go to Puranas. Here itihasa means especially Upanishadic stories. Nididhyasana vikshepaha. The distraction or deviation from nididhyasanam will not happen. Na bhavet. It will not happen. It will not take place. In those activities, anatma activities, anatma topics, only deviation comes. When in itihasa Upanishadic stories, atma topic only comes all the way. Dialogue, Krishna and Arjuna, it is an itihasa. Mahabharata is an itihasa. Bhagavad Gita is a part of itihasa. But the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, is it taking away from Atma or keeping you in Atma? In the thinking of Atma only it keeps. Not it takes away from Atma. It will never take you to Anatma. It will take you only towards Atma. That is the meaning of itihasa here. That itihasa, which dialogue happening between two characters about Atma, that we have to take. So, na vikshepaha, there is no distraction in that nididhyasana. Therefore, there is a lot of facility for nididhyasana. Your freedom is not curtailed. You are free. That's why Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said, Pashyan, Shrunvan, Sprishan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Swapan, Shwasan. All the way, all the time, in all activities, you are in keeping with Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. That is the Nididhyasana greatness. Nididhyasana, Ni plus Dhei Dhatu. 1P, first conjugation. Dhyatum Ichhati iti didhyasati. Nididhyasati. The one who is desirous of doing contemplation, meditation, Vedantic meditation. Ni plus Dhyai Dhatu. Dhyatum Ichha Didhyasa. Dhyatum Ichhati Didhyasati. From that only Nididhyasanam has come. Next. So Atma is highlighted in Itihasa. Such type of stories are helpful for us. Sloka 124. Krishi Vanijya Sevadau Kavya Tarkadikeshu Cham Vikshipyate Pravrutyadhihim Taistattvasmrutya sambhavat. On the other hand, instead of itihasas, the contemplation upon the Upanishadic stories or analogies, contemplation you can do highly methodical teaching also, or Upanishadic stories also. What are the questions Nachiketa asked? What are the answers Yamadharmaraja gave? What are the questions dialogue happened between Indra and Yaksha in Keno Upanishad? What are the answers given by the Yaksha? These are all, if you go on dwelling upon, you are with an Atma Chintanam. But when you go to the outer activities, other than itihasa, etc., stories, what are they? He gives some examples here. Krishi. You go on doing that activities which are belong to the materialistic world. Agriculture. Krishi means agriculture. If you do agriculture, in that agriculture you don't get much Atma Chintan. Because that activity is only meant for only for your mundane life, to fill your stomach, for survival, that is struggling. So there Atma Chintanam is not possible. In agriculture, that activity. Not only that, Vanijya, business. You are doing business some business or other. In the house also they do some business. And they come to classes also to improve their business. Not in my classes, I am telling somewhere, some places. Because that lady does a saree business. Suppose. In the Samiyamma class nariya ladies varuva, or Samiyar class nariya ladies varuva, ange poi chinna mulla mullama pudichittu, adha business pannidalame. Atma Chintana appuram. Business first. And taking all their phone numbers to contact and to have a party, to have a membership in association. Vedantam class vandadhukku appuram idella edukku unakku? What to do? There are people, worldly minded people, after coming to the class, Guru cannot say what they are doing, the Guru doesn't know. Pava inga ukkaandra Guru, ange enna dialogue nadakkuradhu namakku enna theriyum? Silently they take the phone number and go, afterwards they call and do business. Enna pandrathu? Guru is helpless. Many places, many organizations happening like this. For their personal business, personal transactions. That is why I said port reduction. Swamiji used the word P stands for profession, O stands for a form of obligatory duties, a form of relations, and obstacles in the form of transactions. Too many transactions, too many relationships, too many obligatory duties, too much possessed with profession. How your mind can focus on Vedanta? When you come to Vedanta, Thyage, Naike, Amritattva, Nasaho, give up. Who is sitting next to you? What is his protocol, biodata? Unakku idukku theva illiye. தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும், எல்லாரும் தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். எதுக்கு தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்? தெரிஞ்சது விடுறதுக்கே கஷ்டப்படுறேன் இப்போ. I am struggling to drop what I have received until now. That chunk, that garbage is not going. Why new garbage I have to put? Why new garbage I have to put? I am not interested. But people are not like that. Vanijya, business, somehow or other they want to do one business or other. Vanijaha karma vanijyam, some business. Then sevadau, seva, some work or other, some Lions Club, Rotary Club, this club, that activity, this activity, seva. Manava seva, Madhava seva. Go on doing service. One lady like that only. She always give more important to study for blind people, reading for blind people. Even she is ready to skip Brahma Sutra class, she want to go there only. Poitu amma ni solren. She comes and tells me also, Swamini, tomorrow I am going for that blind person is going to write exam, therefore I am not able to come to class. Nalladamma poitu va. Enna sonnanu? Pohade inge ukkaru nididhyasana pannanu solla mudiyumu. Her mind is not yet tuned. That's why physically, just like that, some people come. I appreciate for that. It's like, Vamma ukkaru podum, adhe podum. You cannot drag the mind of the student. It is not in your hand. They themselves have to refine their mind. They have to get interest in that subject. And this is the topmost priority in my life. Even at any cost, I will not miss the class. That is my priority. Unless I decide, Guru cannot do anything. Sevadau. For many people, Vedanta class is secondary, optional. But very few, rarely people, Vedanta class is the topmost predominant primary. And the topmost predominant primary importance, whoever gives and whoever attend, such student naturally receive the teaching. As you take the patram, that much water only come. If patram is small, little water. It is big, more water. Class also like that only. Subject is also like that only. Therefore, I am attending from so many years, but I am not getting any benefit. You are attending, but what type of mind, with quality mind, with what type of priority you are going is important. Your physical presence is not the question. Just physical presence is not the question. Your top priority plus physical presence. Idu irkaname. Therefore, Krishi, Vanijya, Sevadau. Not only that, these are all external. Some literature, Kavya, Tarka, Adikeshu cha. Kavya means literature. If you go on literature, reading that this for MPhil sake, for PhD sake, people go on studying that Alankara Shastram, this Alankara Shastram, that Vyakarana Shastram. Many people, they go to Vyakaranam and Vyakaranam is meant for Vedanta, understanding. They go to Vyakaranam, grammar, Panini Sutras, they are like mathematics. Panini Sutras are so interest and they have a lot of sweetness in Vyakaranam. Many people go there and miss that Vedanta. Shastram, Kavyam, Alankaram, and this, they go to literature. Tarka also. This Tarka is that where this 7 things they discuss in Tarka. Sapta dhatavaha, sapta dhatus, or sapta vastu. 7 things they discuss. That is Tarka Shastram. They say Tarka, Vyakaranam, Mimamsa, all those. Tarka Shastra is that by which 7 things are established. Is called Tarka Shastram. Tarka Shastram Adipadatu Mimamsa Shastram. Tarkyante Sapta Padarthaha. Dhatavahana Padarthaha. Tarkyante Sapta Padarthaha Pratipadyante Anena iti Tarkaha. Go on studying Tarka. Therefore, if you go into Tarka also, that is another mesmerizing subjective topic, logic. That also they will be trapped. Adipadartha, Mimamsa Shastram, Jyotish Shastram. There are some sannyasis study about Jyotish Shastram. And they'll ask, people come, devotees come, they'll ask, what about my future? Konja sollungo. And kepa, onnu theriyadanu sollakoodadu illiyo. Adikaha padikano. Jyotish Shastram. There are people. I know one sannyasi, he is very much interested in Jyotish Shastram. Adi therinja konja nama qualification. Job exams ella padicha idi irundha nanna irukonu solluvaanga. Normal when you are working in an office, unakku adu theriyuma, idu theriyuma, adu theriyuma na, there are all extracurricular activities madri. The sannyasi, when devotees comes, avarku sangeetam theriyum, avarku jyotisham theriyum. Ungalku jyotisham theriyada? Oh, avangalku yoga theriyum, idu theriyum, adu theriyum na ella qualification. Ellame theriyum. Mahavakyam thavara. மகாவாக்கியம் படிக்கிறதுக்கு எங்க டைம் இருக்கு அவருக்கு பாவம், அதெல்லாம் படிச்சுட்டே இருக்காருன்னா. For the sake of worldly people's sake, you go and study. Never show interest. I don't know, you say. Openly you can say, I don't know. I don't know palmistry. I don't know any astrology. I cannot say about your future and all. They feel to say like that. Because ego hurt. Therefore what to do? Like that. Adikeshu, in those activities, vikshepaha, vikshipyate pravritya vikshipyate, pravritya dhihi vikshipyate. In those fields, krishi, agriculture, business and service, or kavya, literature and tarka, mimamsa, vyakaranam, all these pravritya, when you go towards them, Dihi vikshipyate, your mind definitely will be distracted. You cannot have Atma Chintanam because they are encouraging Anatma. All the way they are encouraging the ego. There is ego is nourished in those places. Here ego has to be nullified where it works. Therefore it is not possible. Taihi tattva smritya sambhavat. By those people, taihi, by those people who are always active in worldly duties or who are active in other literature and logic and other subjects which are ancillaries to Vedanta, and they are not giving importance to Vedanta, and because of they are little sharp enough, they are intelligent, they are able to understand, and people praise them, their language, their amma, what a grammar, what a vyakaranam, appadi kottradu, enna kottradu. They talk like this only. Appadi kottu Swamini, anga vaayil ande. Namaskaram. Yarku venum, who wants all those things? These are all nourishing anatma, ego. Therefore, when you move with the people, you are easily trapped by those people. Maximum people are always going towards anatma. Very few people are working for Atma Gnanam. Therefore, you don't get an accompany person to come along with you. Therefore, alone to alone, all alone. Swami Chinmayananda's word. Alone to alone, all alone. Even in spiritual sadhana also. Tunai venuvanna. Varave mata. Yaru varamata. You go on walking. Who are all coming, they will stop in between. Because they cannot catch. Your speed is different, their speed is different. Why Tunai unakku? We'll go together, we'll study together. Varka ahad is not like under chemistry, physics. This is different. Person to person differs. Person to person, even wife and husband cannot sit together. So the disturbance in the sense, it is not any outer disturbance. And the grasping, the clarity, understanding is person to person differs. Go alone only. Alone. You should not seek any companion here. Impossible. Physical companion irukkalam, subject-wise companion is not possible. Enna Swamini appadi solren? Amma. Appadida solluven. Therefore, never. Otherwise, why Chinmayananda Swamiji has to say, alone to alone, all alone. While doing this sadhana, you should not be obstructed by any other relations, including this nididhyasana time also. Be bold enough, be firm, whether you are less or high and all, you are with you, that's all. Asambhavat. Taihi tattva smriti asambhavat. By those people who are indulged in tarka, indulged in vyakaranam, indulged in mimamsa, indulged in this literature, all the time reading books. Who wants books? I don't want to read any book, any magazine, because to study Shastra itself, I have no time. Where is the time to go through all other books? Whatever I do must be connected to Shastra only. Therefore, for those people, tattva smritihi asambhavaha, impossible. Atma chintanam is impossible. Next shloka. Anusandadhatai vatram bhojanadau pravartitum shakyate tyanta vikshepam abhavadashu punasmritehe abhavadashu punasmritehe. Now the question may arise. Vidyaranya just assuming a doubt. You are telling all anatma activities will not allow me to think about Atma. Atma chintanam, tattva chintanam is very difficult. Eating food is also a type of activity which belongs to the materialistic world, will that activity, taking food, obstruct my Atma Chintanam, Nididhyasanam? If you say it obstructs my Nididhyasana, I stop eating. I sit and do Nididhyasana. Because if I eat food, my Nididhyasana will be obstructed. Because it is also an Atma activity. Food, eating, cooking, buying provisions, taking all these things. Therefore, let me stop that also. Is it not obstructing my Nididhyasanam? Suppose if you ask like that, my dear, it will not obstruct. Go and eat food, come first. I will tell you. Because it is two important points you have to understand. First of all, without eating food, you cannot survive. Therefore, you have to take food. Your survival is not possible without food. Even though eating food, buying things, cooking, all these things, these are all involved materialistic world. You have to go there and transact. But for your survival, you need food. Therefore, you can have. This is the first reason. Then second reason, even if you eat also, it is mechanical only. You are not spending your wholeheartedly what you are eating. We are not eating like that. Many times we are eating by seeing cricket match, serial, and so many things. It is giving energy. What is there? Similarly, eating food is like a mechanical action. It is a mechanical action with a limited focus. You don't need much focus. Agriculture means you have to put a focus. Business means you have to put focus in that. Even service, you have to put a focus. And Tarka, Mimamsa, Kavya study and all, you have to put a focus. Vyakarana study. If you are eating food, you need not focus. On the other hand, you are expert while talking with others, you cook. And you eat also. You don't look into the plate. What you have eaten? Edo saapta ennumo theriyala. Evada nadakradhu nanna nadakradhu adu madriyappa. You don't require any focusing mind for eating food. It can be done mechanically. It is not an obstruction for Nididhyasanam. What is obstruction for Nididhyasanam? Krishi, Vanijya, Seva, Sahitya, Kavya, Tarka, Mimamsa, Pathanam. They need focusing mind. They are only obstacles. They will not allow you to give Atma Chintana. Even what Krishna said, Ashnan, while eating also, Tattva Vittu Mahabaho, Gunakarma Vibhagayoho. While eating also, Gnani remembers Aham Brahmasmi, Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi, Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam, Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam. You can do that. But while Kavya studying time, mechanically you cannot study. Understand? That's simple. All these slokas are very simple. You can understand. Anu sandadhate eva atra. Anu plus sam plus dha dhatu. 3U. Present active participle. Tritiya bahuvachanam. Anusandhadataihi. Eva atra, without losing sight of the Vedantic teaching. Anusandadatai. Eva atra. When bhojanadau, atra bhojanadau, while taking food, etc. Etc. means drinking water, eating food or eating snacks or any other thing. Passion Shrunvan expression. Adipadat you can take. Pravartitum shakyate, you can move in those activities. Pra plus vrut dhatu, tumunnantam avyayam pravartitum nididhyasaka karta, nididhyasana karta pravartitum shakyate. You have to supply nididhyasana karta. About food, there is no problem. While consuming food, that is not an obstacle. Shakyate. atyanta vikshepa abhavat. There is no atyanta vikshepa. There is no extreme distraction while eating food. Annam brahma raso vishnu bhokta devo maheshwaraha. Nanda nenikalame. Annapurne sada purne shankara prana vallabhe. So you have an opportunity to think about this Brahman. Prana eswaha, apana eswaha, vyana eswaha, achyutaya namaha, govindaya namaha. Love, you can see that Brahman contemplation. Vikshepaha, atyanta vikshepaha, extreme intense distraction is not there, asambhavat. Therefore what? Ashuhu punaha smritehe. Ashuhu, soon, immediately soon, without delay, punaha, again. After eating food, immediately you can say, Atmachintanam you can do, Aham Brahmasmi. While eating is also, it's not a big obstruction. Smritehe, immediately you can recollect, Aham Satchidananda Swarupaha, Purna Swarupaha, Atma Ahamasmi, Brahma Ahamasmi. So your mind is not distracted too much and you can immediately come back to your Atma Chintanam. Therefore, Smritehe, you can remember Punaha, immediately again you can remember your Atma Swarupam. Therefore, when you are doing Nididhyasanam, Brahmabhyasa Rupa Nididhyasanam, wherever you are walking, whatever you are doing, you can do Nididhyasanam. You can never miss Atma Chintanam. Next shloka. Tattva vismruti matranam anartha kintu viparyayat viparyetum na kalosti jhatiti smaratah kvachit. Shankaracharya said in Sadhana Panchakam, Kshudyadhischa chikitsatam pratidinam vikshaushadham bhunjatam swadvannam nachayacyatam. Like that you take simple food like aushadham. It is. Food is like aushadham. Don't be too choosy while eating. Edo kadichinadi saapidu. Avada nimmadiya. Stomach fulla. Again chintanam, atma chintanam. That survival is going on. Don't be too much obsessed with the body, too much obsession with the food. Enna fruits irukku, enna carbohydrates, enna nutritions. Romba பண்ணக்கூடாது. ஏதோ ஒரு ஹெல்தியா ஃபுட் இருந்தா போதும். அப்படி இருக்கணும். Too much pampering the body, too much care about the food, and இதே போய்டும் டைம் எல்லாமே. You become so sensitive because வேற வேலை இல்லை. என்ன பண்றதுன்னா இவெல்லாம் ஒரே பார்த்துட்டே இருக்க. என்ன காலிலிருந்து தலை வரைக்கும் ஒரே சிந்தனை. என்ன தேக சிந்தனை வரக்கூடாது. Too much. Taking care up to that only. Okay? That's why Puja Swamiji, previously, initial stages, he never used to encourage yoga. Because if we encourage yoga, people get body abhimana, deha abhimana. Later only, after many years only, Swamiji said, okay, let it be there. Because without yoga, many people are getting sick. Lot of complaints are coming, psychosomatic elements. Therefore, he introduced later yoga in the ashram also as a course. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி யோகான்னு சொன்னாலே சுவாமிஜிக்கு பிடிக்கவே பிடிக்காது. These yogic people know always they go into diversion. எப்பவுமே டைவர்ஷன் தான். கரெக்டாக யோகாவுக்கு போய் கரெக்டாக வேதாந்தம்லக்கு வந்தவங்க நீங்கள் you cannot find out such a person. Very rarely they come. When who goes into deep yoga practice, they never come. Either they catch on to Kundalini yoga, or they catch on to Chakra Dhyanam, or they catch on to other practices, Samadhi Abhyasa. But they never come to deep Vedanta. There are many people. That is why maybe Swamiji was not much focusing on yoga. Anyhow, but yoga is very good if you know its limitation, where you have to put a limitation, border line. Even Tarka, Vyakaranam, ellame border line potida ahanam. Yaar podva? Guru podamata. Nanda podanam. Ella relation, pottage border line podu. Sahitya Vyakarana Tarka, border line podu. Venda. இதெல்லாம் போட தெரியலன்னா மாட்டிப்போம், அவ்வளோதான். மாட்டினதுக்கு அப்புறம் வெளியில் வர முடியாது. குரு ஆல்சோ இஸ் ஹெல்ப்லெஸ், அவ்வளோதான். லுக் இன் டு ஸ்லோகா. தத்துவ விஸ்மிருதி மாத்ராத் ந அனர்த்தः. ரியலி ஸ்பீக்கிங், அஜ்ஞானம் இஸ் நாட் த ப்ராப்ளம். தத்துவ விஸ்மிருதி, ஃபர்கெட்டிங் யுவர் ரியல் நேச்சர் இஸ் நாட் அட் ஆல் ப்ராப்ளம். Because many years you have spent with ajnanam only. Adi problem illeppa. Adhyasa is the problem. Viparyayat eva anarthaha. Because of adhyasa, ajnana caused adhyasa, superimposition, abhimana, dehabhimana, putrabhimana, putriabhimana, grihahbhimana, karabhimana, dehabhimana, manabhimana, ella abhimana. This is archane. Kintu viparyayad, I am ahankara, I am having mamakara, mine, aham. This is anarthaha. Viparyayetu na kalaha asti jhatiti smaratah kvachit. First line clear now? See, tattva vismriti anarthaha na bhavati. You have to supply. Tattva vismrutihi matrat na anarthaha bhavati. Kintu viparyayat anarthaha bhavati. Because of superimposition, adhyasa only problem. Next line, jhatiti smarataha kvachit. For that person, kvachit, for that person who is a nididhyasaka, jhatiti smarataha. Jhatiti means immediately, within no time. Smarataha, remembers his real nature. Viparyayetu na kalaha asti. In no time for an opposite thought to enter. I am aham brahmasmi, tat chintanam, tat kathanam, anyonyat, tat prabodham. I am not giving time to anatma thought to enter. Adhikku time kudutadane varathukku. I am not giving time for that. Satyatva buddhi I am not giving to that in anatma. So where is the time for that anatma thought, opposite thought to come and enter? Why? I am so busy. Where I the nididhyasaka busy in tat chintanam, tat kathanam, anyonyat, tat prabodhanam. Or I am connecting, doing the same work to the shastra work. Either writing the notes or translating or tarjumani, or transcribing or translating to another language, connected to that my guru's work or Vedanta work or something or other. Jhatiti smritihi bhavati. No time for anatma. Therefore there is no problem. There is no problem. If at all you want to be busy, be busy like this. Be busy like this. So that no time for na kalaha asti. Adhik time e kadiyadu. One the opposite thought, anatma thought to come and disturb me. There is no time. There is no time. See how to do nididhyasa, you don't get anywhere in any book. Here only Acharya elaborately threadbare analysis. Nididhyasana enna eppadi pannanum. It's a pros and cons and comparative study he is doing. You don't find anywhere in any Prakarana Grantha, I think so, this much elaborately. Therefore, this is very useful for advanced students like you. More in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate పూర్ణస్య పూర్ణమాదాయ పూర్ణమేవావశిష్యతే. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. హరి ఓం. శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం.